Emma and John Batten came here very, very early into Nevada City. They built the house up here that's just an experience, and that's the old Batten home. And when my dad was 11, he and his brother William decided to come to Montana because they lived in Merthyrville, Wales. And at that point in time, everything there was coal mining. And he did not want, nor did his brother William, want to work in the coal mines from 11 to 16. That's what William was, 11 to 15. So the mom and the dad and the two boys came to this area. The mother and father didn't like it, so they went back. But my dad and his brother Bill stayed here, and they lived with John and Emma. And then X number of years later, Ethel and my dad were divorced. I was saying my dad, Evan, came over here when he was 11 and he died in 1945. After his bitter divorce from Ethel, he moved to California and went to work at the Red Dog Mine in Nevada City. And at that point in time, my mother, who was going through a divorce, and she was born and raised in Mount Vernon, Arkansas. And she went to Sacramento, California to work in the Del Monte food canning factory. Somehow or other, she and my dad met up, and they were married. They came back to Virginia City, and my brother Bill and I were born into that union. So I have my brother and my mom and my dad, and I've loved it. That's 3 generations of Battens. And my dad was a miner, not a successful one, but I can remember he died when I was 9. And he was a good dad, and we lived in the Kramer building right next door to the McGoverns. And brother Bill was working for a bank in Butte and went duck hunting, and he drowned over in Lake, I call it Dry Lake over near Homewood. And Dick lost his life from Parkinson's. Nevada City Cemetery, so I've been told, sits on a school site. There used to be a schoolhouse over here. And so if somebody wants to be buried in Nevada City, we cannot charge for burial. And we do ask for a donation. And when I came back, my husband was the Department of Interior and did a lot of traveling. And I became interested in history, negative history, when I was at George Mason University. And they have the Orson Welles collection, and I helped organize that. So when I got back here, I thought, this is the thing that's got to be done. So I started doing that. But I find that history just changes every day. But this is where our history began, and this is what we need to preserve and protect. And when I got on the board at the Hillside Cemetery, I went and approached them if we could take care of Nevada City too, because it did not have any care. So they said yes, as long as you can do it on the budget. And the first thing we did, of course, was kind of fix the road. But we're limited in what we can do. But we do take care of Nevada City. Now, if you want to be buried up in the hillside, it'll cost you $100.